Chat, we are gonna do a video that should be fun for everybody. It is the most iconic food in every state. So I think some of you guys, those of you from the United States may have some fun with this. There may be some heated discussion about this. About what is the most iconic food in your individual state. This may be fun. Or this could turn into a wild fucking argument. Either way, it's gonna get interesting. So, let's check it out and see if you agree or disagree. Shall we?
From Maine lobster rolls to New York pizza, here is each state's favorite food. Alabama's pick is smoked chicken with white sauce. Chicken is smoked for hours and then dunked in a tangy white sauce.
That looks yummy.
Alaska.
Okay, any Alabamans here? Chicken with white sauce. Does this track for anyone from Alabama? I am not entirely sure. It looks like a ranch of some kind. I think like someone who's tasted it. What does the quote unquote white sauce taste like? BBQ sauce but ranch. Okay, I said it looked kind of like ranch. Okay. Hey, it's tasty. It looks pretty yummy. It does.
Sauce. Alaska commercially harvests more than 100 million salmon a year.
Chat, Alaska, anybody from Alaska? This sounds about right,
Grilled,
being
smoked,
salmon.
cured, you name it.
Salmon sounds about right for Alaska, because I'm pretty sure there's, what is it? Deadliest Catch? Operates out of Alaska, so this makes perfect sense. No, not too big of a fan of seafood, Andrew. Oh yeah, yeah, Dressel. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is not a surprise that that salmon is considered Alaska's. Dwayne, I understand Deadliest Catch is crab fishing. I know that, but I'm talking about the fishing industry. Like, Alaska has a big fishing industry because they do a lot of cold water fishing. I was just using Deadliest Catch as an example of their fishing industry. That's all.
The Sonoran dog is originally from Mexico, but is extremely popular.
I have never heard of the Sonoran dog. Anybody in Arizona can attest about the Sonoran dog? I've never heard of this before. I may have to enjoy many things that are pink. Bobcat. Oh my. And yeah, Revan, I was thinking the same thing. Now, granted, it is missing a huge dolloping of relish. So it looks similar, but definitely looks different from a Chicago duck. It does.
Popular in Arizona. The bacon-wrapped hot dog is topped with beans, onions, tomato, and a drizzle of mustard and jalapeno salsa. Arkansas takes its cheese dip very seriously.
Well, this is not a food, this is an accessory.
There's even a World Cheese Dip Championship in Little Rock every year.
Alright. Arkansonians, I think that's the word for it. Can you confirm that cheese dip is basically the most iconic food in the state? Yeah, Tyso, you may have a lot of input considering you drive like coast to coast. Yeah, so like they take their cheese dip seriously over like everything else. Okay. I don't know if I consider that an iconic food, but you grew up in Arkansas. Okay. Was I correct when I said Arkansonian? Is that the correct term for referring to someone from Arkansas? I wasn't sure. Okay, what's the correct term, please? Is that I don't want to mislabel people. Chili too. Arkansas chili. Arkansan. Okay, an Arkansan. Okay. So cheese dip, but Tysel, you're saying a competition with chili. Or consent. Yeah.
Here. 90% of the avocados produced in the US
Okay.
come from California.
Now, hang on.
And it's not just guacamole.
I'm a little surprised. Well, a little surprised. Arkansan? I'm sorry, Tysel. I'm sorry. Yeah, like, I know that Californians love their fucking avocados. I kind of would have thought that the spring roll would have been more of a Californian iconic food. Potato, it actually sounds familiar. I might have. It sounds very familiar. But yeah, like with avocados, that's kind of avocados is kind of like all over the place. I don't know if it could be considered an iconic food in California. Oh, excuse me. But I figured something like before California came up, I thought for sure it would have been like the spring roll, the California spring roll. It's it's in the fucking name. I thought for sure that would have been considered the iconic food for California.
And avocado
but
toast.
Avocado makes sense.
There are avocado burgers, fries, chocolate, and even beer. Rocky Mountain oysters are a Colorado specialty.
Okay, this does not surprise me. This does not surprise me. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but okay, that's what I was wondering. Are they still cow testicle or bull testicles? Because that's how I've always known them as. I've always known Rocky Mountain oysters to be bull testicles. Like I told you guys about when I went on that cattle drive, right? Like I have regaled to you the story about the cattle drive I went on. Where at the end of it, yeah. So I'm familiar with the concept of Rocky Mountain oysters. That's a big set of balls though, I must say. Sheer
Colorado specialty. And they're not oysters. They're deep-fried bull testicles. Some say they taste like gamey calamari. New Haven-style pizza, also known as a pizza, is characterized by its coal-fired thin crust. It originated at the Frank Pepe...
Wait, did they just say a whole cold-fired?
Is characterized by its coal-fired thin crust.
Fired. Revan, it's a thin crust pizza. It's a thin crust pizza that's apparently will give you black lung. Like, coal fire means that it's like coal smoke. Which is what gives you fucking black lung. Am I incorrect on that? If you're using coal to make the pizza? But I have, who knows, I could be way off base. You think it means coal fired means charcoal? If it means charcoal, then...
What is that? What the is that?
Yeah, I mean, it is Connecticut. Connecticut is, let's face it. What do you think of when you think of Connecticut? Nothing. I don't think of anything when I think of Connecticut. There's honestly like no standout feature for me when it comes to Connecticut. Honestly. I've heard, sometimes I'll hear people say like we're going to Connecticut for the weekend. Like I guess there's some very nice areas, like nice wealthy areas, but it's not really known for anything. It's just kind of like there.
It originated at the Frank Pepe Pizzeria, which is also known for its white clam pizza.
Oh god.
Chicken and slippery dumplings is a
Slippery dumplings? I've never heard that expression. I'm not sure if I should be afraid or not.
Food. These slippery dumplings are rolled out paper thin and cut into large rectangles.
Geronimos. Well, yeah, that's the question. I think she's about to explain what they are.
Dumplings are rolled out paper thin and cut into large rectangles. The Cuban sandwich.
Wait. But they don't wrap them in anything.
And cut into
What
large
he does.
rectangles.
That's not a dumpling. That's not a fucking dumpling. That's taking dough, throwing it into a stew, and letting it cook. Like a dumpling, are you not supposed to, like, wrap them? Do dumplings not have something wrapped in them? That's just pastry. Boiled pastry. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
The Cuban sandwich is made with ham, roast pork, Swiss cheese, pickles, and mustard. It was created by Cuban immigrants in Florida. The peach cobbler.
Okay. God, you're jumping through these fast, but Cuban sandwich. I've never had a Cuban sandwich. Looks kind of yummy. I'm not sure. Does that have pickles on it?
Cuban sandwich is made with ham, roast.
I'm not a fan of the pickles though. I know it's probably sacrilegious, but I don't like pickles. I would take the pickles off, and I know I probably would get crucified in the streets for doing that for a Cuban sandwich, but I don't like the taste and feel of pickles.
Pork, Swiss cheese, pickles, and mustard. It was created by Cuban immigrants in Florida. The peach cobbler is one of the most popular desserts in Georgia.
Okay. No surprise on this one. Georgians. Peach cobbler. No shock that this is Georgia's iconic food. For fuck's sake, the saying is a Georgia peach. Of course, it's the goddamn peach cobbler. Yeah, most cobblers are pretty good, but I know that with Georgia, the peach cobbler is... well, exactly, Joyce. Peach, they, anything peach, but I think that their cobbler is quite standout. Indeed. Yeah. This is absolutely a standout for Georgia cuisine.
Especially since the peach is the official state fruit. Poke is native to Hawaii. It consists of diced raw fish such as salmon or tuna tossed in sauce.
That looks like a stir fry, but it looks yummy. This looks very yummy. I like this. Yeah, this looks quite tasty, I must say.
Idaho grows the most potatoes in the U.S. These potatoes are made into French fries.
So what's the actual food? A potato is a vegetable. What's the food? Apparently we're taking a very liberal definition of what iconic food is. So, but yeah, is anybody surprised that anything potato is iconic to Idaho?
Chips and other carb delights. While there is a debate on which restaurant...
Yes. Yes. Hell yes. The fucking Chicago-style deep dish goddamn pizza. Hell yes. Very good. Them's fighting words. I don't care. It's a fucking Chicago-style deep dish pizza, and when a die-hard New Yorker like Jon Stewart will even go, This is pretty fucking good. It's solid. Yeah. I will freely say I do myself prefer, a thin crust style pizza. That is my preference. I do like me some deep dish. Hells yes. And it's good. Oh, well, pizza. Oh, Revan. Oh, you wound me. Ah, but I won't disagree either. Really, Shadowspur? Red Cat. And maybe. Combo beef? Drowning was combo beef. Uh, like I am almost like I figured it was gonna be either the oh, and Towie beef sandwich. Oh, okay. Yeah. I could see that. I absolutely could see that. Yeah, Revan. That's what Drowning was saying. Is like there was shit, Tysel, as you say it. Yeah, it was like a toss up if it was gonna be the deep dish pizza, the Italian beef sandwich, or the Chicago style dog. Cause let's be honest, the Chicago style dog is also an iconic thing. So they probably did this so they can do the New York pizza later. Because Chicago style deep dish pizza is iconic, but Chicago does have a couple of, iconic foods to choose from. Oh, oh god, oh Drowning was stop it, you're making me homesick. Fucking Portillo's, Al's, oh, and you know what? Do you know what Drowning was? Portillo's had the best fucking milkshakes too. If I'm remembering it right, if those Portillo's, I'm pretty sure they had some fucking bomb ass milkshakes too. They were so good. Will they? Oh, well, I'm. And okay, now Drowning Mo's. I know you've had Portillo's in the city. You know where there's a surprisingly good Portillo's? There's a surprisingly good Portillo's not downtown. You know where it is? Robbins. Robbins, south of Chicago, at the corner of 103rd and Pulaski, I think, if it still exists. 103rd and Pulaski in Robbins. There's a Portillo's. It's not a sit-down dine-in version. It's it's a takeout only. Fucking dynamite. Like dynamite hot dogs. And delicious milkshakes. It was like a satellite Portillo's. It was so good. Delicious. And I'm pretty sure it was at 103rd and Pulaski. Or was it 100? No, wait. No. Um no, or was it 103rd Midlothian? The fuck? I need to okay, I need to see. Hang on. If I don't, hang on. Hang on. Give me a second. Hang on, just give me a second, chat. Give me a second. That's what it was. Okay. Hang on. Where is it? Hang on. God damn it, I used to know where this was. Give me a second. See? Damn it. Yeah, chat, give me a second, because if I don't... That's what it was. Oh, it was 135th and Crawford. That's what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking it was 135th and... Oh, and it wasn't... Oh, that wasn't Portillo. That wasn't Portillo's. That was Maxwell Street South. Okay, I'm getting my hot dog places wrong. I'm getting my hot dog places wrong. Sorry, chat. It's... Okay, I was not thinking Portillo's. I was thinking Maxwell Street. Yes, Drowning Wolves. Maxwell Street was fucking good. I don't know why I was thinking it was Portillo's, but it was Maxwell Street South. Great fucking hot dogs.
The winds of Lake Michigan are calling to Ember. They carry the scent of deep dish in tow.
Okay. Well, Tysell, Maxwell Street South and 135th and Crawford, that is in Robbins, which is probably one of the worst neighborhoods in the United States. It is, unless it's changed since I left, it is drug fucking central. They were selling crack on like every fucking corner in Robbins. So that's probably why it wasn't in Chicago itself. It was in one of the suburbs to the south of Chicago by like 30 minutes.
Restaurant has the best. It's irrefutable that Chicago deep dish pizza is a must-have. The gooey treat is baked in a pan and full of cheesy goodness. Indiana loves its pork tenderloin sandwiches.
Oh!
Especially when they're fried to crispy perfection.
Anyone from Indiana? Confirm or deny? Pork tenderloin sandwich. Alex? Is that a yeah? They're huge? Nice!
These sandwiches are known for being...
They look yummy. Those look really yummy. In Iowa too? Okay, cool. Oh, you've had these types of... Yeah, they look pretty tasty. They do.
Known for being bigger than your...
What typically comes on the pork sandwich? What is, like, is it typically just the sandwich with the bun, or is there any kind of condiments on it? Just mustard? Okay. When you get back in the Windy City, what did you think of the typewriters? What are you talking about, Brad Baston? Just mustard or whatever. Okay, cool.
Your face. The Made Right sandwich is a loose meat beef sandwich. It's kind of like a sloppy Joe without the sauce. It can get a little bit messy.
Can anyone confirm? Can anyone confirm about the Made Right sandwich? And Brad Bassett, I know about what a Chicago typewriter is. I thought there was more context beyond that. Like, I've never used a Chicago typewriter. Oh! Ow! Okay, I'm dumb. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah. Never, let me put this way, I'd never had the opportunity. Never had the opportunity. I went to a high school in the city, Made Rights were invented it. Oh, nice, Drowning Mouse. Yeah, apparently, Dryso. Or, right best. God, I'm all over the fucking place today.
But it is totally worth it. Kansans love their barbecue ribs. Baby back.
Oh. Yeah, Drowning Mouse, that's what she said. Baby back ribs. Yeah, this makes sense for Kansas.
Backs are coated with
this
special
makes sense.
rub and smothered with finger-licking barbecue sauce. The hot brown is an open-faced sandwich consisting of turkey, tomato, Mornay sauce, and bacon.
Anyone from Kentucky, can you confirm about this open-faced sandwich? Yeah, I mean, Texas is known for their barbecue. Yeah, this is one I've never heard of. Hot brown. I will say this does not. Oh, okay, ads. Okay. I backed it up anyway. Yeah, I've never heard of this. And I'm gonna be blatantly honest, this does not look appetizing. This actually looks like someone threw up on the plate. This honestly looks like something that got thrown up on the plate. It doesn't look good. No, thank you, Bobcat. Yeah, I mean, like, it just looks. I. Is it Tysa? Okay. Yeah, this is just not looking tasty. Yeah, Andrea, I think you're being generous, honestly. I honestly think that's being generous. And as far as Texas goes, maybe they're chili, but how much of a thing is like brisket or other smoked meat in Texas? Because that's another one that I would expect, like a smoked meat, um, some kind of smoked meat. I thought that was pretty big in Texas. If it, yeah, that's what I thought. So like not chili. I'm thinking brisket might be the choice for Texas. Mm-hmm. We shall see, though. I mean, I have no idea what the criteria is for this. So we're gonna find out. Well, I mean, yeah, like other like another southern state of some sort is going to have one of the other southern states is going to have some kind of a barbecue thing. Let me rephrase: southwestern state. A southwestern state is going to have one of the other southwestern states is gonna have barbecue. I'd say. Um, did Blades get back from ads yet? I'm gonna have to assume yes at this point. It's gone on for a couple minutes, so I'm thinking an ad should be done.
Sandwich consisting of turkey, tomato, Mornay sauce, and bacon. It's put under a broiler until crispy and brown, and was invented in the Brown Hotel in Louisville.
Yeah, that just looks nasty. Yeah, yeah, that does not look
Kentucky.
good.
Gumbo is a Louisiana treasure.
Okay, who's shocked by this? Showing hands right now so I can bonk you. Who is shocked that the Louisiana food of choice is fucking gumbo? Although I would have I would have accepted a po' boy sandwich. For Louisiana, that would have been the only acceptable alternative to gumbo would be a po' boy sandwich. But the gumbo was the obvious choice.
Treasure, and also the state's official cuisine. The dish has its roots in many different cultures, including African, French, and Choctaw. Often served from a big pot, it's filled with chicken and sausage or a seafood medley. Lobster rolls rule in
The lobster roll is the most iconic food in Maine. I am shocked by this sudden revelation. Oh my. Come on, it's fucking Maine. Of course it's a goddamn lobster roll. Beer did a video about it.
in Maine, especially since 90% of U.S. lobsters are caught off the Maine coast. A lobster roll is piled high with large chunks of lobster with little to no fillers. Marylanders are obsessed with crab, and one of the best
Again, a big shock. It's Maryland. Of course it's gonna be fucking crab.
ways to eat it is crab cake.
Oh! Andrea, you don't eat crab? Crab is yummy! Crab is yummy! I like crab. I like lobster more, but I like crab.
Just don't forget to add some Old Bay. No food is more iconic in Massachusetts than clam.
Clam chowder, Matt. Okay, now we're getting into... We're in no surprise here. Well, Patrick, don't forget, we will return to crab. Don't forget about that. We will not be returning to Monkey. We are returning to Crab.
Clam chowder. This creamy soup is filled with vegetables, cream, stock, and clams. Get it in a bread bowl to make it extra special.
I know they
Mackinac
do.
Island fudge is a must-have in Michigan. There are
Oh,
over
okay.
13 fudge shops, collectively making more than
Mackinac Island fudge. Michiganians. Mackinac Island fudge, yay or nay? What do you think? It looks delicious. It looks fucking delicious. Is it? It's a nice place for a romantic weekend. Oh, nice, Rowdy Mouse. Is it? It's really rich? I'd probably be able to get a few bites into it then. Because, like, really rich fudge, I can't have more than a couple bites of it.
10,000 pounds of fudge daily during the peak travel season.
I just thought of something else that they didn't show for, since I didn't know that fudge was on the table for food. For Chicago, chat? Frango mints. Tell me Frango mints are not an iconic Chicago food. Chat, if you have never had Frango mints, you do not know what you're missing out on. Incognito, Frango mints is a mint chocolate. It comes in like bite-sized pieces. They come in boxes, individually, like like cupcake style wrappers of little pieces of chocolate. And their chocolate, the most popular one is the Frango mint. It's just Frangos. Frango mint is the most popular. Standard it's a little cube of chocolate. They're so fucking good. They used to be a staple they're a staple of Marshall Fields. No, I am not going to call that abomination Macy's. It is Marshall Fields. It will forever always be fucking Marshall Fields. Do not try to tell me otherwise. It is not Macy's. And it was absolutely delicious fudge. Absolutely delicious, or not fudge. It's not even fudge. It's just chocolate. It's a semi-sweet chocolate and mint. And my family would actually, when I still had family in Chicago, every year they would send me a box of Frango mints during Christmas time. Every year, one box of Frango mints. It was so yummy. And ID10T watches stuff. Thank you for the follow. You're not an ID10T. I'm sure you're a wonderful person.
Making Mackinac Island America's fudge capital. Nothing screams Minnesota more.
Incognito, dude. Far better than Andy's. Far better. And I will cite you on that.
Than tater tot hot dish. Vegetables,
what?
ground.
What? Wait, what the fuck did I just see? Tater tot. What is this? This looks like dog barf. This looks like a dog threw up in a bowl of tater tots. It's delicious, Dracel. It doesn't look good. This does not look appetizing.
Hot dish. Vegetables, ground beef, and cream of mushroom soup are topped with tater tots and roasted to golden perfection.
Okay, that one looked better. The one that was done in the casserole dish? This one looked okay. This one didn't look bad. That's okay. The first one looked fucking disgusting. This looked absolutely fucking disgusting. So, this is not how it's supposed to look. This is how it's supposed to look. What, Bobcat? No, don't tell me that. Son of a bitch. We know it. ID10T, if you want to suggest a video, you can do so on the Discord. That's pre-cooked? Well, this is pre-cooked too, and it doesn't look as bad. Let's be honest. This is pre-cooked as well, and it doesn't look as bad. Yeah, K-Dog, we'll just blame left.
Tater tots and roasted to golden perfection. You can find the best fried catfish in Mississippi.
Yeah, this sounds about right. Fried catfish. That sounds about right.
Not surprising, since the state is the world's leading producer of pond-raised catfish. Toasted ravioli is St. Louis's fun take on the pasta dish.
I've heard of toasted ravioli. I didn't realize it was a Missouri thing. Oh, you Rex. Oh, nice. You'll love them. I guarantee you'll love them. I didn't realize that toasted ravioli was a Missouri thing. I've heard of it before. I don't think I've ever had it, but I didn't know. I didn't think it was
take on the pasta dish.
I didn't know about it coming from
ravioli is breaded,
Missouri.
fried, and served with marinara sauce. Huckleberries are grown in the northwestern United States.
All right, I was gonna say that doesn't make sense, but actually thinking about it actually does make sense. Oh, did you? Okay, where? Hang on. What did I miss? What did I miss? Doom, what'd you say? What did you say, Doom? I totally missed it. I'm there have. Oh, you have surgery. It is healing the way you want, but I'm confused. You said it's healing the way you want, but they're still doing surgery? Hey, isn't? Oh, it isn't. Well, I hope things go well. I hope things go well for you, Dave. Keep us updated on it, okay? But I hope things go well.
Especially in the mountainous parts of Montana, and they can be made into anything.
Huckleberry syrup, huckleberry jam, huckleberry breakfast girls, huckleberry man, berry cherry pretzels, huckleberry sauce, huckleberry...
You get it. Chili with a cinnamon roll is a match made in...
What? What? Chili with a cinnamon roll. Wait, is this just like two separate dishes? Like they don't actually add one to the other? Like yeah, this almost sounds like it's a meal. Chili is the entree and cinnamon roll is dessert. Yeah, Geronimo's, that's what I'm wondering. It's like this is basically like two courses, main dish and dessert. Which interesting, considering the chili, the sweetness of that as a dessert, okay, but it's like, why you eat it with the chili? Oh God, that does not sound good.
Heaven. This pairing has been served as a school lunch in the Midwest since the 1960s. Pre-coronavirus, buffet culture was big in Las Vegas.
Oh my sweet fuck. Vegas has so little identity. Wait, this was all of Nevada, right? Yeah. Nevada has so little of its own identity outside of Vegas that their iconic food is a goddamn buffet. I know, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They have so little identity outside of gambling casinos that the buffet is their state iconic food. I know. Well, this came out 4 years ago, Tysel. This came out, like, yeah, when COVID first started. That's why they said that. It's a 4-year-old video. Yeah. I mean, Shadow Sparta. It's on the internet, so it must be true, right?
Virus, buffet culture was big in Las Vegas. Prices range from $5 for a breakfast buffet to $65 at the Bacchanal Buffet at Caesar's Palace, which included unlimited prime rib and crab legs. Apple cider donuts are a New England favorite.
Ugh. These certainly look tasty, but I didn't think it was a New Hampshire thing.
New Hampshire is home to many apple orchards, including the oldest continuously operated one in America, Applecrest Farms. Saltwater taffy
doggo!
dates back to the 1880s in Atlantic City, New Jersey. A mixture
So New Jersey is... So saltwater taffy is like a kind of a New Jersey thing. Interesting. I didn't think this would have been a New Jersey thing.
of corn syrup, sugar, and butter is stretched until it becomes aerated, then individually wrapped. The New Mexico chili is a staple ingredient in New Mexico
Okay,
cuisine.
chilies in Mexico
it starts out
makes,
as a green
makes
pepper
sense.
and ripens into a red one. It's often roasted or made into a puree. New York pizza is legendary.
Of course.
Some say it's the New York City tap water.
This is no surprise. This is... And again, you know, the New York style hot dog could have been a strong contender as well. Let's be honest. Just like with Chicago, it was a toss-up between the pizza and the hot dogs. So, yeah, it was definitely a toss-up between the two. I'm not sure what other food could be considered like quintessential New York. You know, beyond pizza and hot dogs. Yes, K-Dog, you're right. Bagels. Bagels are a big thing in New York. You are absolutely right. I don't know if corned beef is a, like, New York thing, honestly. Bagels, though, like K-Dog said, 100% right. That is one thing New York prides themselves on, is the bagels. Absolutely. Reubens, I don't know, Bobcat. Reubens are also big in the South, so I don't know if that's kind of a New York iconic thing. Yeah, there you go, Robespierre. Yeah, like the salmon and cream cheese bagel. Absolutely.
The New York City tap water that gives the dough its characteristic foldable yet crispy crust. There are two barbecue styles in North Carolina.
There you go.
Eastern
North
and
Carolina.
Lexington. Eastern lays claim to whole hog barbecuing, while Lexington style mostly uses pork shoulder meat with a ketchup-based sauce. Nefla soup is rich and creamy, filled with
Nefua soup? I have never heard of this. I have never heard of Nefua soup. This is a complete unknown for me. Is German a Russian? Okay. Interesting choice.
with potato and small dough balls. This dish comes from the German Russians who settled in North Dakota.
You go there, Louis Barton. German and Russian.
The Buckeye is a peanut butter ball dipped
Yep.
in chocolate. It resembles the nut
Yeah, this, I know about the Buckeye. This is yummy. Really, Drowning Mose? You were in a Reuben shop? A Reuben shop in Moline? No kidding. I know Moline. I've been to Moline a couple times. Well, Brett Bass, fair point there. Oh, Incognito, I wouldn't call it a wannabe Reese's. This is kind of the reverse Reese's, where the peanut butter is far higher in quantity than the chocolate.
of the Buckeye tree, often found in Ohio. Chicken fried steak is the epitome of Southern comfort food. A large piece of beef steak is breaded
Wait, where did this, I missed it. Where'd this come from? For what state? Oklahoma. Okay. Yeah, chicken fried. Yeah,
Southern
that makes
comfort
sense.
food.
I
A
know about
large
chicken
piece
fried
of beef
steak.
is breaded and pan-fried, and you can't forget the gravy.
Uh-huh.
The Marionberry pie is an Oregon favorite. The
I've
Marionberry was
never
actually
heard of
created at Oregon State
Never
University
heard of this one.
as part of a berry developing partnership with the U.S. Department
Never
of
once heard of
Agriculture
this
in
one.
the early 1900s. The Philly cheesesteak is world.
Oh, you surprised? It's literally called the fucking Philly cheesesteak. Yeah, like, hello, Captain Obvious.
famous. A hoagie roll is loaded
That
with an absurd amount
not bashing on the content creator because obviously they're making the most iconic foods in every state. It's like, well, fucking does the Philly cheesesteak. And yeah, of course it's the Philly
of
cheesesteak.
beefsteak. Then provolone or cheese whiz is added on top. Stuffed clams, also known as stuffies, are a local
Rhode
favorite
Island.
in Rhode Island.
No big shock.
Giant
Rhode
quahog
Island's a
clams are
huge
stuffed
clam
with clam, herbs,
culture there.
and breading. You've got to try a low country boil.
South Carolina, country boil. Yes, sir. Definitely looking at a country boil here. Oh, shit, Corey's gonna rampage. Corey's calling bullshit. Okay. Alright, Corey. Let's hear it. What do you consider the iconic South Carolinian food? B&J. Oh. Oh. Okay. Hey. And Geronimo's, you're saying country bowl is not South Carolina. Oh, that whole chat, please don't go after this content creator. She's doing the best she can. Please, be gentle. Don't go after the content creator. She's doing the best she can. She probably had a script. Be nice to her, please. Don't attack her. Well, yeah, Geronimo's, I'd say you are probably correct. B&G or fried chicken? Probably. Yeah.
In South Carolina. It consists of shrimp, sausages, potatoes, corn, and some Old Bay. Chislic is pieces of cubed red meat, typically
Chislic?
lamb, venison, or
Huh.
beef. It's usually grilled or deep fried. German and Russian immigrants are credited with bringing the dish to South Dakota.
Again, so the Dakotas are, I guess, the German and Russian immigrants really loved the Dakotas, apparently, because they brought a lot of their culinary cuisine.
In the 1870s. Memphis-style ribs can be prepared dry or wet. Dry ribs are covered with a dry rub, while wet ribs are brushed with sauce throughout the cooking process.
I don't know, Chet. Do you think that ribs is a Tennessee thing? Like, would this be considered an iconic food for Tennessee? I don't know. I kind of would have thought yeah, okay, Tennessee ribs specifically? Okay. Not barbecue. Ah, okay. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, the country music, of course. We're talking food here.
Texas goes big for barbecue. It's especially
Okay, so
known for
just barbecue in general, huh? No specific barbecue, perhaps? This is like saying that Nevada is known for its buffets. It's like, okay, yeah, of course Texas is known for barbecue, but which specific barbecue dish? I mean, are we talking about brisket? Are we talking about ribs? Are we talking about chicken? I mean, you can't just say, like, barbecue and just all barbecue.
its juicy, fall-off-the-bone ribs and tender briskets that have been smoked all day. Jell-O
At least they
is
mentioned
so
it.
popular in Utah that it's the
What?
official state snack. Utah
Jello. For fuck's sake.
culture is closely tied to Mormon culture, which
Because of course the fucking Mormons would say Jello. I'm honestly surprised they don't consider Jello sinful because it jiggles like a woman's titties. Honestly, that kind of surprises me a little bit. That the jiggle of Jello would not be considered sinful. Well, okay, Canito, that's a whole different thing. But it does, there's a correlation there. There's a correlation there. Yeah. Geronimo's, I have a habit of doing that. Just ask Corey.
Also loves Jello.
Okay. There. Side-by-side comparison. Although, unfortunately, the jiggle doesn't work all that great with this model. Fowie.
Vermont is the leading producer of maple syrup in the U.S. Tree sap is boiled into sugar and then filtered into syrup before making its way onto your pancakes. Smithfield ham is a hometown favorite for Virginia. It's a specific form of ham cured in Smithfield, Virginia.
Huh.
Coffee culture is big in Washington.
Holy shit, we're going through these fast and furious right now. Holy shit. Okay. Washington, so Smith, yeah. Well, I mean, Geronimo's, that's the question. With Smithfield ham? Is it that huge of a staple? Yeah, I know. It's like,
a specific form
they're
of ham cured in Smithfield, Virginia.
Exactly, Joyce. So that's probably why. Washington probably, again, has no, culinary identity. So they just went, fuck it, coffee, because Starbucks. Am I right? That's probably why. Well, I mean, Corey, yeah, exactly. My guess is because Virginia actually has some culinary identity outside of candy. Washington probably has none, so they just went, fuck it, Starbucks is there, right? Starbucks came from there, so fuck it, we'll say coffee.
Is big in Washington, home to coffee.
Oh, yeah, Tyso's right. Hershey's in Pennsylvania, not Virginia.
Giant Starbucks, the state also has many independently owned coffee shops to fuel your caffeine cravings. West Virginians love their pepperoni rolls. They were invented as an easy lunch meal for coal miners in the 1920s. Wisconsin is considered the cheese state, and one of the best ways to eat cheese is cheese curds. Whether they're eaten.
Really? Cheese curds as the state food. Interesting choice. I mean, obviously cheese with Wisconsin. I totally understand that. Deep fried cheese? Yeah, I've heard that mentioned before.
Eaten fresh or deep fried, they make an awesome snack. Bison steaks are popular in Wyoming. They're described as having a lighter, slightly sweeter flavor than beef.
Interesting. Well, that was certainly fun.
If Vermont did not have maple syrup, the U.S. would have probably manifested the destiny of Canada.
It's not like Washington could have used teriyaki or pho. There's a teriyaki or pho place next to every Starbucks.
Well, but right yet, my guess is they probably, I don't know, for whatever reason, they elected to not talk about teriyaki or pho. For whatever reason. I don't know why, but they didn't.